Hi students, we're going to be looking at function inverses in this video. The first thing that we need to remember about inverses is that the inverse of a relation is geometrically the reflection over the line y equals x. So that means that all the points that we see on this sideways parabola are going to be reflected over the line y equals x that we see as a dashed diagonal line. So 1 comma negative 5 is going to end up reflecting up to negative 5 comma 1. Another point that I can see, negative 3 stays the same. Negative 3, negative 7 is going to become negative 7, negative 3. And we end up with a parabola that looks like this. So it's been reflected over this line. In terms of coordinate by coordinate, the x and the y coordinates are switching. We can also deal with inverses in terms of algebra. And we're going to use the same idea that x and y switch. This should harken back to things that you learned in Algebra 2. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my y value, and I'm going to switch that to become an x. And then I'm going to take my x, and I'm going to switch that to become a y. The last thing I'm going to do is to get the new y by itself, so it can be in slope-intercept form as well. So we're going to minus 5 to both sides. So we get x minus 5 is equal to 5 halves y. And then to get y by itself, I'm going to multiply that by 2/5. And multiply the other side by 2/5 as well. My fractions on the right cancel each other out, leaving me with just y. And on the left side, we've got 2/5 x. And then distributing 2/5 to minus 5, we get minus 2. We're going to do the same thing here with a slightly more complicated function. So if we've got our y value, I'm going to make that x is equal to 10 x to the 1/3. Remember, that means the cube root of x. We're going to divide both sides by 10 to get x over 10. And that equals, sorry, this should be y. I forgot to change that. Is y to the 1/3. And then if I cube both sides, we get y is equal to the quantity x over 10 cubed. And that's equal to the inverse of f of x. We're going to do the same thing and start by switching x and y. This one's a little bit messier, so we got y plus 4 to the 7th over 7. All right, getting y by itself, we're going to multiply by 7. We got 7x. I'm going to take the 7th root of this, so I'm going to write that as the 1/7 power, and that's equal to y plus 4. I'm going to finish this off by subtracting 4 to both sides, and we get 7x to the 1/7 minus 4 is equal to y, which is the inverse of f of x.